Hi on YouTube. Today we have a very special training guest. All right, he was a previous world's strongest man, world record deadlift holder. We're training with the beast, Eddie Hall. Now we're going to be doing a shoulder session. It's a very different style of training than what I'm used to. Obviously I'm used to CrossFit, high intensity, gymnastics, weightlifting. This is going to be a bodybuilding style shoulder session. I know I'm going to be sore for absolutely days after this. Let's get at it. Do you enjoy this style of training in your box training compared to your strongmaster?
I do, yeah. I must admit it's been hard, like really hard, but it's that challenge of obviously being world's strongest man to now becoming a semi-decent boxer. It's been hard, really tough, but just keep going up the pyramid basically, just keep going up the weight.
Okay.
I always do it by feel. Sometimes I'll go for maximum weight, maximum reps. Sometimes I'll just go for max reps.
Yeah.
Usually stick between 60 and 70 kilo tops.
You said 60 to 70 kilos, did you say?
Yeah. Really good mobility, I suppose that's the thing for CrossFit, isn't it?
Yeah, if we ever do dumbbell stuff, like you've got to make sure you touch your shoulders.
Right.
So for me it's just like natural for me to touch it's my cue to press.
It's good, it's good. I've always loved my boxing, I've always loved Muhammad Ali's and Mike Tyson, Tyson Fury's and AJ, yeah, definitely. The year I was 196 kilo, Brian Shaw was 210 kilo, and then Halfwall was 200 and something. So there was like three guys that's walking around at 200 kilo, like world's strongest man.
Yeah.
Ridiculous weight.
100 kilos is a big guy, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, like you yourself. Chuck you in society, you're a massive man.
Yeah.
And then double you, basically. That's the kind of, I just found I got out at just the right time because when I hit 30, I got two of my worst injuries after I retired. Yeah.
What were they?
Blew my hip out and then I ripped my bicep off the bone. Right, what next? Let's do one sides, one rears, bit of neck, and then we'll get onto the
neck.
Do you ever train your neck?
I've never trained neck in my life.
I've got a lovely device called the Iron Neck.
The Iron Neck?
Iron Neck.
Right.
It's designed to strengthen the neck, but in boxing world, it's like the stronger your neck is, the more you can absorb punches. So it stops you getting knocked out. So that's why we train neck once a week.
Right.
So we'll do one sides, one rears, and then do a bit of neck, and then do some CrossFit workout.
And on the count of 1, 2, 3, 4, you got to give me more. On the count of 1, 2, 3, 4, you got to give me more.
Wow, I sound like an animal.
Give me more, 'cause I want more. Give me more, 'cause I want more.
I have about 2 or 3 cheat meals a week, usually at the weekend.
Okay.
But it's just like chicken, rice and veg.
Yeah.
Most meals. There's always clean carbs. Like breakfast is always like, I have like 200 grams of salmon, 100 grams of Rice Krispies, fruit juices and stuff like that.
Yeah. How many calories does it work out?
Between 5,500 to 7,000. What about yourself?
I'm on about 3,400.
Get that specific.
Roughly about 3,423.
Yeah.
People are always surprised at how little I eat because my issue is I put on weight so easily. So if I ate 5,000 calories, I put on good lean muscle, but I'm just too heavy.
Yeah.
So I've kind of found like the nice balance of the minimum I can eat and still perform well.
Yeah.
And that's roughly around that.
I always have one halfway through the training session because we train for 2.5 hours.
Yeah.
So it's like too long a window not to get protein in for me.
Yeah.
So I'll always have one halfway through the training session. Cheers.
Downed it straight away. Lovely.
Lovely darts. Sharing a banana. Do you know one of the most unwritten rules in the history of man is never, ever, ever look a man in the eyes whilst he eats a banana. No? Did he do it? One.
The first time I've ever done a neck exercise in my life.
How does that feel for tension? Pump it up a little bit.
Yeah. And then pump it up, make sure it's solid.
Is that what you do instead?
But your whole eyebrows are like. So try and keep your head like nice and fixed.
Yeah.
And then you just 5 one way, 5 the other, nice and slow and controlled.
And this so your head doesn't whip when you get punched, basically.
Basically, this is like the safest way to train your neck, so it doesn't put any pressure on your bones.
Right.
Just works the muscle. And obviously when you get punched, if you've got no neck muscle, then your sort of head goes. Basically, the less you can shake your brain, the less chance of getting knocked out.
Right.
So if you've got a solid neck, you're more likely going to hurt their hands rather than hurt your head. Your head fixed, yeah, you've got it.
That feels so odd.
You feel it working every single muscle around you.
Yeah.
And you look completely normal.
Yeah, I feel so special. Neck feels pumped.
Yeah, you probably do, don't you? You can do loads of other movements. You can just sit and turn your head and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Hello.
From your strongman training, how much power in boxing have you got compared to someone who is a professional boxer?
In boxing,
Yeah.
I would say my punch power is probably the equivalent of a heavyweight boxer, like a good one, like AJ Tyson.
Yeah.
Definitely. I mean, I did actually do. I went to test the punch power, didn't we? Yeah. So the hardest hitter on the planet at the minute is Francis Ngannou.
Oh, he's the UFC fighter?
Yeah, UFC. He's got the hardest punch on the planet.
Really?
So on this measurement, he hit 129,000 units. A good heavyweight boxer will hit 80,000.
And he's got 100.
He's got 130. I went and did it, and I hit 115.
Really?
So I was only 10% off his world record. Like, so I know I can bang hard. Right. So I mean, we've pretty much done my workout. I mean, that's what we usually do. Perhaps do a few more sets than normally. But so what do you fancy doing now then?
I think we're going to do a small metcon combining devil press, hand release press ups, and dumbbell snatch, I think.
Should we go in the garden?
Yeah. So we'll probably pair up and we'll do like an I go, you go style, so you get a nice amount of rest.
Okay.
So you might do 5 devil press, 10 dumbbell snatches, 15 hand release press ups. I go, you go for.
What, and you time each other or something?
Yeah, I didn't have to time it, no, just I go as quick as I can,
work out.
tag you in, you go as quick as you can, and we try and do 5 rounds as quick as we can as a team. Then you two do 5 rounds as quick as you can.
It's friends.
Friends.
CrossFit friends.
CrossFit friends!
We're going to compete against these
So
two.
we're going to get them two.
So we're just going to finish quicker than they can and we win.
Yeah, exactly.
Each. Yeah.
So
Five rounds
rounds
each.
each.
So there's
Yeah,
10 rounds
10 rounds
altogether. Ooh.
You got a defib?
Have you got that? Yeah. I'm actually,
You just
actually
about
go
said
get the defib. We have to keep an eye on these two because they're going to cheat. I can see it.
What is that?
I can just sense it already. Give them.
We can't count either.
I know you can't. Pair of you.
Athletes, are you ready?
Nope.
3, 2, 1, let's go.
Woo! Ready, start!
Ready to light the fire inside. We are legends. Tonight's the night. Yeah, we are legends. Tonight's the night. Yeah, so come along with me, 'cause we're making history. Yeah, we are legends. Tonight, a legend is born. Tonight, history is made. Got the keys to the town, yeah. And no one's gonna take our crown. We're gonna bring it home and take them one by one, yeah.
When you say you do your workouts every day, so we had a bit of a chat beforehand, so you do an hour in the morning sort of fitness, so like sprints.
Yeah, an hour to hour and a half of conditioning. It'll either be sprint work, that sort of style is more like a competition stimulation sort of workout.
Yeah.
Long endurance stuff that you could be on a bike for an hour or running for an hour. A lot of EMON stuff, which stands for every minute on the minute, and then I'll train for about 2.5 hours in the evening, weightlifting, gymnastics.
So this is day in, day out for you.
Yes, yeah.
You have any days off? You have Sundays off?
Sundays off, yeah. And what's this?
Red light therapy. So you've got red light therapy, and then you've got infrared. So it warms the muscles up to 6 inches deep. It's just like a great way of getting that red light therapy, and so it warms your body up from the inside out, basically. Super good, super good.
And then you just sit there and have it, or
yeah. So whilst I'm having the physio.
Oh really?
Yeah. Put it on. So it takes about 3-4 minutes to warm you up.
Yeah. And
then it proper like a deep sort of burn inside you. It's really good. So if you've got like a bad injury on your back or something, it's good to warm it up before you get in with fingers and thumbs. It's more malleable.
So good.
Go on, get in there, mate. Put your head through the hole. Yep. Put your feet like shoulder width, so put the fan in. That's it. Yep. Yeah.
Yeah, perfect.
Roll your shorts up if you can, so it exposes your quads.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you going this once a day every day?
Every single day. So do weight training, 2.5 hours. I'll come in here, do 3 minutes in this, and then the idea is for me, I'll have my dinner, and then that warming up process makes you sleepy.
Yeah.
So I'll have my dinner, and then as I'm warming up, go to bed, have an hour and a half nap, and then get up and do my boxing. So it's all thought out. There's like a reason for everything.
Yeah.
I still think, I mean, this is great. It's great because you can do it dry, you can do it quickly. But I still think hot and cold is sauna and ice bath the best way. Can't beat it.
Can't move. So stiff.
Right, so that's a wrap, mate.
Yeah, that was definitely a lot colder than what I'm used to. I don't know if it was the kit or the fan makes that much of a difference, but
probably a bit of both, but I'd say the fan's the number one thing that most people don't do.
Yeah.
But it's something I just picked up because I just thought, you know what, it sort of gets you from there down.
Yeah.
And obviously, with me doing all we're doing, obviously a lot of my work's in my shoulders and elbows and wrists, so I was like, I need to get cold up here.
Yeah.
So I stuck that in, and it just like twice as cold.
Yeah, so much better all on here, and I came out and actually felt cold where normally I come
Gets
out.
your triceps and stuff, doesn't it? Where it doesn't.
Really
without
good
that,
tip.
it doesn't. So it's, there you go. Get yourself
Take that on board.
Yeah,
get the number one fan. So that is the session done with Eddie Hall. We did a shoulder session. Very different style of training to what I'm used to. Then we had a little bit of a CrossFit session at the end, which Eddie I thought did amazingly well. It was a partner workout, I go, you go. He didn't stop. Yeah, and I was very impressed.
Thanks, man. It was hard work. Give you that. I always say this about the CrossFit guys, like you don't get enough appreciation of you make it look so easy on the TV and you know what you do in the competitions, but until you actually get in and physically do it yourself, you can't comprehend it.
Yeah,
you cannot.
But it's a pleasure meeting him. I've watched him for years, all through Strongman, and admire him as an athlete and as a businessman. So it's great to train with him, and it's been a really fun morning.
Thanks, man.
Pleasure, mate.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
And now I'm